brush your teeth every single day. And I think that after I was up at their headquarters in New York City, and it just hit home that this is not just a story of beautiful teeth, and it is. We have some of the most astonishing clinicals that we've ever had in the history of this brand, and it's been on the air for like 22 years. But it was Dr. Smigel as a dentist and as a practicing dentist who is honored in the Smithsonian saying that it has to be oral health first.
Remarkable career.
Oh my gosh, just an honor.
It's a great story.
An honor.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm going to tell you that there have been 7 million I'm serious, Super Smiles ordered. There's been 7 million Bisques. And the story is, this started as an eyeshadow. It was in a set of 2.
I forgot to bring your little one.
It was a little teeny tiny eyeshadow, and all of a sudden, and you know, this is before social media.
Yep.
This is before people go on Facebook and Instagram or TikTok and talk about stuff. But there was this groundswell of people writing letters, in those days emailing, saying, oh my gosh, like this is a game changer. And Bisque went from a tiny little eyeshadow to being the best multitasker in the whole wide world. We've sold 7 million, and this is a huge amount. As you can see right here, this is the regular size. And by the way, the original was maybe
smaller.
1/4
it was like
of that.
This size.
It was, yeah, it was so tiny. You guys remember it if you're a longtime beauty gal like I am. Now we've tripled it. We're giving you this amazing special edition Deluxe Bisque Concealer and Mineral Veil. You get both, but we're saving $67 because it should be $117, and you're spending under $50. And before we do shades, I always tell this story.
I love
now
this
she's quite
one.
a beauty guru, so if you follow her on Instagram, you know that.
She sure is.
When my
She's
daughter
such a beauty.
was like literally 6 years old, I had missed a tiny spot of sunscreen, and she had a little spot on her cheek, and it wasn't bright red, but it was a little bit red, and she didn't want to go to school. So even then, she cared. And so I was like, and you know, she was so small and had the most delicate skin. And I remember covering it with Bisque and covering it up and doing that every morning. And she walked out the door so happy and with such confidence. I mean, that's what Bisque is all about.
Oh, it's so good. And you're actually seeing it as a foundation on Luann. She's in the Summer Bisque. So I want you to see what looks like a powder applies like a cream. It is not crushed as fine as our original foundation, so you get more opaque coverage. But what bareMinerals are able to do is cover those things, and maybe you're not going to use it as a foundation. You're going to use it truly as as you guys. It was born to be. You made it a concealer. So the areas you're hardest on yourself. So if you look in the mirror and you said, "Oh, my dark under eye circles," or "Look at this blemish," or "Look at these age spots," whatever you're the hardest on, that's what Bisque is going to tackle, and it's going to do it in a way that while it looks like a powder, I assure you, it's 5 crushed minerals. There's no talc. It is so creamy dreamy, and I'm using the brush from the brush collection. Watch it go onto the skin, and it just looks like you're erasing to perfect skin. It blends like a dream.
Shades before we go further?
Absolutely.
Because we're down to 3 shades.
Okay, yeah, we sold out of one.
It's shipping for free, so the original Bisque is now gone. So help us, if we wore the original Bisque, can we move to summer?
100%.
Okay.
Unless you're the fairest of the fair, I would say you need to stick with original, but a lot of times I can swing between either. Summer Bisque is around that same fair to medium range, but it's a little bit warmer. Absolutely gorgeous shade, and Summer Bisque is the most
when we're looking in the mirror and the drearies are hitting us in January and February, I think you're going to love that.
So
and then we have
so
Honey
pretty.
Bisque.
Honey Bisque is a true tan complexion. You're going to see that coming up on Stacy, and then Deep Bisque is for our dark to richest complexions, a little golden undertone there.
I think it says so much about you too as a company, as a beauty company, because this was something that, like we said, started as a tiny little eyeshadow. People were using it on their eyes, and now watch the coverage. And by the way, 200 of you can get that set of brushes, so don't wait.
This brush is, this is the QVC exclusive brush that is just what we've dubbed the magic eraser, but that paired with this multitasker concealer, Chantal is in the Summer Bisque. Look how it looks like she's just erasing to perfect skin. Chantal's skin was not always like this in her life, and in the past few years, she has developed this redness that, you know, for someone like Chantal, this is her. This is her career, right? But look at how gorgeous this makes her skin. It doesn't look like she's wearing makeup. And that is why Bisque really, truly, it's your favorite, Courtney Kandabi, Sean Killinger. I'm telling you, the hosts between Bisque and complexion rescue. Those are the two most requested
hand in
things.
hand. They really can. And then we also have to talk about mineral veil because that's another moment that we've all cannot live without. But look at Chantal's gorgeous skin with 500 already ordered. Again, you have to the end of January to play with this and love this. If you want to exchange it or return it, you can.
This is a confidence builder.
It's so funny because this is the type of beauty that changed the game. And this is the first time when we used to say, if you want to go to bed and not wash your face, it's okay. Because, I mean, you want to wash your face, you have a full face of makeup.
Clean, you can sleep in it.
You can sleep in this. And those moments when I stumble in the house because I am exhausted and like tomorrow morning I have to get up at like 6 o'clock and I'll probably get to bed around 2 and that's not a lot of sleep.
You're insane.
It's okay. It's okay.
We got you covered.
Because you know what? I don't feel like I have anything on my skin.
It feels like nothing. It's completely weightless. I'm calling these two kind of the special effects. So you're getting the Deluxe Bisque, which we only do here at QVC and only once a year. So I love that. But we decided to pair it with this.
This is really cool. Watch this.
This is brand new this year. So what's loaded in the bottom here that looks like it's just a white part of the packaging is our mineral veil, which is, it helps to set and extend your makeup wear. It helps to minimize and blur the look of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles, and it helps to reduce shine. What did we do? We put it in this handy dandy, and people were asking me to show how to do it. So I'm going to show you. It's an on-the-go portable brush. So it's going to come, the top's going to be on. You pull, you don't have to unscrew it. Don't do that. Pull the top right off. Pull this right down, okay? This beautiful brush is exposed. One swipe on the back of the hand, and do you see how it loaded the brush?
Beautiful.
You don't need to tap. Too much is going to come out that way. Just one swipe on the back of the hand, it loads it. And then take this to your complexion as your touch-up, as your finisher, to airbrush the skin. It's absolutely
Game changer
gorgeous.
if you're in the age of possibility.
I mean, the two of them together.
And your perpetual summer follows you everywhere.
And the fact
you
that
start getting that, like, you know, and you're like, oh no, I'm going to be shiny
on
in
the
picture. Right before you walk in, and you can't overdo it.
And
you
SPF 20. We gave you the SPF 25.
Love
so it's loaded with
we
SPF
have
as well.
So there are 3 shades left. The original sold out, but we have summer, which most people are going
so
for.
Popular.
But if you need the deep or the honey, so again, there's original Bisque sold out. Summer Bisque is really flying, but honey Bisque and deep Bisque are down to the final 500 each.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, and they're beautiful. So Honey Bisque is true tan, medium rich complexion. You're going to see Stacy in that coming up. And then Deep Bisque is for our deepest to darkest skin tones. It has more of a golden undertone. But it started its life as just Original Bisque, which is sold out. It started its life as an eyeshadow. It was flying off the shelves.
That's just like wild.
We
isn't
said,
it?
and it was back when kind of we were doing, we weren't barely doing stuff on a computer then.
Well, that's what I said.
And I've been with the brand for 20 years.
There was no social media then. So it wasn't like it blew up on Instagram.
It was
blew
kind
up
of that word of mouth popularity.
The word influencer didn't happen. The way we discovered it at QVC, when the founder of bareMinerals used to go on the air all the time, was people were writing and emailing in and saying, I need more of that Bisque. If I'm not mistaken, it was in a set of 2 the first time it went on the air as a set of 2 eyeshadows. And you guys discovered it.
Leslie said, what are you doing?
That you are the savviest and smartest beauty customers in the world
100%.
and on the planet. And this is $117. I'm telling you, this is probably at least a year's supply.
The bucket of Bisque, 3 times the amount.
That's
only
what's
at
on
QVC.
delivery.
And I'm telling you, once you find this, if you've struggled to find a concealer that just works on your skin to cover what you want, that doesn't get sloppy or glumpy or gloopy throughout the day, that doesn't fall or crease or crack, because there's no oils, parabens, talc, there's nothing in it to irritate the skin, there's nothing in it to gravitate on your face. It morphs on the skin, becomes one with the skin, and stays put and covers. That's it, hands down.
Like that one weird
it's
spot
absolutely
you
stunning.
have, and it doesn't bring texture to
Use it on, I know a lot of hosts, have you ever worn this when you do jewelry shows on your hands?
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
So any
place see what my hands look like without
on your body, if you have scar pigmentation, you can get beautiful coverage. Men love this product because it is a soft matte finish. There's not a lot of there's no sheen to it.
I just want to give a little disclaimer. Luann is actually in the original. That's what Brian just told me. Are you in the original?
No,
or in summer?
we changed her.
Did you change her?
We changed her because original sold out.
Update to Brian, my producer. She is
so
in the
that
summer.
shows you she was in
how forgiving.
She was in original before, and we changed her into summer.
With a minute left, remind everybody that this is not a more is more. This is a less is more moment with application. I think a lot of times we think, let me just like throw it.
It's
a minuscule
amount. Such opaque coverage that you can literally, you load whatever concealer brush you have. You could even use your fingertip to get spot application. So load it here. That's not a lot. And literally, if you're tapping, I mean, you are getting opaque coverage in that area, or you're buffing and you're erasing to perfect skin. I mean, look at this hand. So that has the bisque, that has the blurring mineral veil on top. These are special effects for your skin, and you're getting it in clean beauty with just crushed minerals from the earth. These two together, I think, are over 10 million sold here. Super iconic in the line.
We have 7 million, according to the people I have to listen to.
Okay, sorry.
But the other thing I love about this is sometimes if you do your concealer first and then you put your foundation on and you need a touch up, you can't do it because they don't play well in the sandbox. These do.
The textures
Final
go perfectly.
update on the shades. The original bisque is gone. The summer bisque is 1,400 left, but it's been by far the most popular. The honey bisque is down to fewer than 500, actually 300, and ditto on the deep bisque.
Saw that.
So have a beautiful Hanukkah and Christmas.
Yes.
This might be there in time for you to have that look on the 25th. Definitely be there for all your Hanukkah parties.
And for your New Year.
Definitely there to be beautiful for New Year's. Now look. It disappeared. Why? Because I'm running out to the next set. Because a white, beautiful smile that's also a healthy, smart oral choice is coming up next in a world launch at QVC of a brand new flavor, and Blanca Smigel is going to be joining us
so magical,
as we
Jane.
kick off a brand new day. I know, it's my